In the first iteration of our project, we decided to focus first on having a playable screen for our game and character movement on that screen. The user stories that we focused on for this sprint dealt with creating a character interface and creating movement for that character that includes moving left, right, and jumping. On our game window, we do have our first backdrop for the game. We had decided to add this visual because just showing a game screen with a movable object on it would not give the same effect as a more enriching background and playable piece. Since it is supposed to be an alien world, we decided to have a red planet feel for our environment. One of our group members sketched out the design and then used a photo editing software, GIMP, to finish out the texture for our game. She did this for the rest of the art that will be found in Cosmic Castaways. We also have our first character for the game. This is our playable character. Non-playable characters are soon to come. The player and the character will traverse through this foreign planet and try to survive as well as complete quests to fix the character's ship. In the future, the player will be faced with options and have to make choices that will eventually affect their gameplay as they live on the planet. By the end of the game, the player's choices will determine if they stay on the planet or leave. This character will also have character stats like health, strength, and an inventory to store items in. Health can be affected by the environment as well as opposing non-playable characters. Strength is a stat that can grow with the character as they proceed through the game. And inventory items can range from weapons, parts for the spaceship, to even consumable items. When you first boot up this iteration of Cosmic Castaways, you are greeted with the sight of our little astronaut on the red planet, as well as some instructions to navigate around this new world. When it comes to the first steps of creating a game, we had decided that the most important thing to start with would be the movement of the playable character. In our case, it is the movement of our little astronaut, as this is a necessary functionality for the rest of our game. We used input from the player's keyboard as commands that the playable character would respond to. We decided to use the W, A, S, D, and spacebar keys to direct the movement of our character. In this game window, you can press the key D to move to the left, you can press the key A to move to the right, and you can press the spacebar to jump your character. A player can combine these buttons to do some dynamic movement if they wanted to. If you press the spacebar and the W key, you can do a boosted jump. And after you jump, if you want to fall quicker, just press S. A player can also move around to control their jump if wanted. And don't worry, your character will not run off the screen without you, as there are screen boundaries for our little astronaut. This is the conclusion of our first sprint for Cosmic Castaways. We managed to finish the user stories and tasks that we had allotted for this sprint and present to you our tiny product that we will build on top of to make bigger and bigger in future sprints.